I can't promise you'll feel better after this, but I guarantee we'll talk about it, we'll laugh about it, and we'll go on with our day. So I recommend grabbing your favorite drink, grab your smokes, and let's hash this shit out. This is Talking at You, Season 2. Hey y'all, Rob Hall here. So, lots of things going on lately, right? And I haven't been on in a while, so there's a lot of information out there. We got UFOs, we got corrupt elections, we got all kinds of stuff, censorships, and my biggest thing today is going to be about, I don't know, today's youth. It's like, at a certain age, it's like you're that person that becomes a person that says, kids nowadays, right? But I think I think now it actually applies to kids nowadays because they're actually kind of a bunch of dicks, and they know they can be because I mean I'm Gen X. It's like when we were growing up, we knew that we couldn't do anything because we knew that. Hold on a second. We knew that I had to plug in my microphone there. Or earphones. Anyways, these kids nowadays, they're a bunch of little assholes because they know they can't be beaten, and we didn't know that. You know, back in the day, we were beaten severely, and made it to feel like we deserved it. And it's how we tell the stories, right? But now these kids, like, fuck. I mean, damn it. It's like you can't do nothing. You just, what is it? You got the internet, and they all think they're 18 at 13. You turn it off the internet, and it's weird because moms always want to protect the daughters. Like, the daughters are somehow allowed to grow up. They're allowed to be little women until they become pregnant. And it's like, fuck those little women. It's like, well, here's how this works. You let kids be adults, and they will do adult things. So, when us dads say no, they can't do those adult things, they don't do them. It's simple. And when moms say, well, these girls should be allowed to do whatever, blah, 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 wear their skin tight dresses to prom. Sure, but guess what? If your daughter wearing her skin tight dress gets knocked up by a senior, that's your fault. And you caused that because Dad was going to say, wear the ugly ass dress that you could find. And sure, maybe she would have still got knocked up, but guess what? The girl wearing a skin tight dress versus the girl wearing an ugly ass baggy dress that doesn't fit right, not getting knocked up. So, good job giving her that experience. Awesome. Now her life is ruined. Super duper. Yeah. So there's that. Dads are always going to be right because dads know how boys think, and that's the way we think. So there you go. And then you got other stuff. You got it right now. They're not preteen, but young teen girls is stupid. They're on Snapchat. They're doing when they do the iPhoto. They're doing all these little things you think are innocent, and they're not. They're doing their little underwear pictures in the middle of the night, and they're doing their constant Snapchats to these pedophiles and pervy seniors that have no game with girls their own age because they're fucking losers. But with 13, 14-year-olds, they're champions. So they're going after those girls. And you're letting your daughters do that. That is on you. Whatever happens is on you, and it's your fault. So control it. Control it now. Take away their internet. Shut it off at a certain time of night. There's really nothing wrong at all with what you do. Whatever you feel is the way you should do it, is the way you should do it. Because these kids are friggin' retarded. You can't say that word. I don't know what they are. They're not right in the head. How about that? They think they deserve a certain degree of what we had. And they don't realize we grew up in a different time. We tell them our stories. They hear our stories. And they wanna live those stories. I mean, they're remaking movies and videos and TV shows based off of our experiences because there's nothing better than what we lived through. But what we lived through was a lot of pain, anxiety, stuff that we can't let our precious children deal with because they're just too fragile. They can't handle it. All that crap. So, I mean, we got beat. We got beat for stupid reasons. You know, mom and dad had come home after work and they were having a bad day. We got beat. If we said something they didn't agree with, we got beat. If we did something, if we came home a minute late, we were supposed to, we got beat. These kids aren't getting that. They don't understand that what we went through, what we earned to become what we are. They haven't earned nothing. These kids just expect that they get to do whatever they want, get whatever they want. Like they've earned it, and they haven't. They've done shit. They don't do nothing. I mean, you give them a chore, and they're like, "That's below me. I can't do that." It's like, you're lucky. You're lucky I'm not beating your ass right now that you even question it. It's like they don't understand where their life is. It's like for us, we had to fight to play Nintendo. It's like, we didn't get to just say we're on our phone, we're on our friend because she's dealing with something. You know, she's got issues with her mom. It's like, who the fuck cares about your mom, her mom, and what her problems are? Fuck your friend. It's like, no. It's like, who cares? She's gonna deal with her kid, beat her kid's ass, and move on. That's how our life was. We didn't defend our friends because their parents were beating their ass. No, that's what we dealt with. That was the way we grew up. I mean, what do? It's like that's the call you made. You know, I got my ass beat many times, and a lot of those times I had to decide that I was gonna get my ass beat because that's the way it was. I mean, I knew my curfew, I knew my rules. If I broke them, I knew ass was getting beat. That's the way it was. I mean, you pick and choose your battles. Now these kids, it's like they don't have any consequences. What are you gonna do? You're gonna take away their internet? So unless you have some sophisticated like parental control or guidance on your internet, you're punishing yourself. So in turn, you do nothing. Because why would you turn off your internet to punish their internet? And that's where it's wrong. Because like, these kids, fuck them. They shouldn't get anything. They shouldn't have phones. They shouldn't have internet. They shouldn't have a frickin' thing. Because they don't do nothing to earn it. They've done nothing. They go to school. They text all day. They talk to each other all day. Like their life is like super important. It's like, your life is stupid. Your life means shit. And this is why they're shooting each other up, because their life means fucking nothing. It's like, at the end of their day, what do they do with their day? I mean, they got nothing. They got nothing. They did fucking nothing with their day. And that's where it's at. They didn't build tree houses. They didn't go to their friend's house and play Nintendo. They didn't do anything. It's like, that's the thing. Like, their lives amount to really nothing. They got nothing. When you ask them, what did you do through your day? And they say nothing. That's what they did. They did fucking nothing. Because there's nothing there. What was there? I mean, you talked about your pretend adult events, and you're made up. This guy was talking to this girl, and he didn't want to date me, and blah blah blah, and who the fuck cares? Because you're making up events. They watch these dating shows, and they think that's how life is. They think life is based on that. Like, no. I mean, your life isn't a dating show. The people on those dating shows are socially... I mean, you want to say the word, but you're not allowed to say that word no more because people are so sensitive. But they're socially, mentally, just... It's ridiculous. I mean, people on these TV shows that are feeling our children, they're socially deficient. They're a bunch of kids that have no clue. In their 20s, damn near 30s, they have no clue how to live life because they've been sheltered. And this is our future. This is what we got to controlling our future someday. This is why we're creating robots. Because we can't count on our kids to do shit. Because they're useless. what are they gonna do? They're gonna have a American Idol show to do a president? I mean, they don't know any different. They think the whole life is a bunch of rainbows and unicorns and equality and like all of this happy crap. It's like, no. Guess what? Your life sucks, and your life's gonna suck a lot when you realize that none of this is real. So, I don't know. I mean, what are we supposed to do? As Gen X, I'm a Gen X, so when I was being raised, I was basically being raised to not give a shit about anything. And you just deal with the punches, you take them, you give them, you just go on with the flow. And then there's a point when you're pushed and you got to say, hey, I got to do something because this isn't working. And then you do it. But these kids, they don't have anything. They don't have any push, any motivation, nothing. Everything is equal. Everything's, politically correct. Everything's, I mean, you got these people that say woke. Woke to me is, I don't know. I mean, the actual definition of it, it's like you're woke against government and corporation, conflict. That might not be the word. I don't know. I don't know what the exact word I'm looking for is, but it's government and corporation corruption. That's the thing. It's like they're holding back certain people, whatever, this and that, whatever. But that's it. I don't know what you want to call it. It's just woke is a weird situation. It's turned into a anti woke is turned into an anti race thing. I don't get it. Because we can't erase our past. Slavery was a horrible, horrible thing, and it should be learned. It should be taught so we don't do it again. And the South is hell bent on erasing all that knowledge so they can bring it back. Because ever since slavery ended, South has been hell bent on bringing it back. They just lost that battle. The North said no. The North is always superior. I mean, it's gonna be that way, and they can't deal with it. And that's really it. And they're attacking Disney is like, why are you attacking Disney? There's certain things they go a little too far with, but I don't know all of them. I mean, I'm not really in that. We want our son, our daughter, we want them, marrying the opposite sex, having grandkids, stuff like that. But if it doesn't happen, you learn to live with it. I mean, if my daughter came up to me and said, "Dad, I'm gay," I don't care. But I don't know. I mean, this is give a shit. You don't raise your voice against the government. You don't raise your voice against anybody. Authority is authority. You respect the police. You don't say nothing. I think the biggest problem is Gen X has been pushed, and that's where the world's at right now. They forced us to be pushed and make a decision, and we are a pent-up group, and we will fuck your shit up. Because we are a lot of pent-up aggression that was told to just hold it in. And now that we're allowed to release it, it's not going to go well. There's going to be a politician feud right now. And it's craziness. This is what scares society right now, because it's a Gen X world. Gen Z is doing some voting right now, but it's a Gen X world where we're just saying, no, fuck this shit. We're teaching our kids different now, because this is our future and we're gonna teach it. So you can stop the books, you can do whatever you want. The South, they're just a bunch of morons, and they think they can just turn off slavery. They think they can turn off the horrible stuff they've done. And no, we're teaching that to our children, and you will all fall seriously hard. So the North won for a reason, because we're far more educated. I don't even care. I got a lot of Southern listeners, but it's about our kids, guys. Come on. We can't just tell them to not pay attention. We can't say slavery never happened. We can't say any of this. It happened. It was horrible. We treated Native Americans horrible. We treated African Americans horrible. It's horrible. It's a bad situation. If you go to a store and you see a black guy there and you get nervous or you get anxious, why? That is bad upbringing, and there's no reason for it. We automatically assume a bad situation during that. And why? They're people. They have the exact same thoughts and feelings we have about their day, except they got to deal with the shit we put on them because of a skin color. This is stupid. These are normal, decent people. And what is the reason we even do it? Because why? There's no reason. Because we pissed them off to the point where they feel violent all the time? Yeah. Because that's the natural reaction when people are always against you. You always are on the defensive. So how do we change that? Oh, it's weird, but you be nice. And you don't treat them like fucking animals. How about that? That's real fucking simple. It's not too bad. You look at, a guy at the store, not your color, and guess what you do? You say, hey, how's your day going, guy? I mean, you know, or you're at the bar, as I see a guy doesn't look like you. Oh, hey, guy, how you doing? I want a beer. You want a beer? Let's do this. Have a beer. All right. Let's not assume he's gonna gun you down and fucking mug you. How about that? You know, it's a pretty good world where you don't worry about everybody gonna murder you. And where you feel you gotta have concealed weapons all the time, or anything else. Because I guarantee you, these fucking weirdos that, I mean, I'm a gun toter. I love guns. I mean, I shoot guns every weekend. And I love hunting animals with my guns. You know what I don't buy guns for? Hunting people. And the anticipation, all you have to use my gun on a person. That's a fucking psycho that buys a gun because they think they're going to kill their government or kill a person. You're a fucking psycho if that's the reason you're buying your gun. And you're the problem. So you can fuck off. But yeah, I mean, it's just stupid. I don't get it. I don't understand it. And I just don't know. I mean, I bought a coat made by Ariat, whatever you call them. Because I love their boots. I bought the coat. The coat's super awesome, super warm. I recommend it to anybody. It has a concealed gun pocket, which I think is fucked up and weird. But it is a cool pocket for cell phones. So, I mean, I don't know. What world do I gotta live in where I gotta carry a gun? I figure, you know, if you gotta carry a gun in the place you live, then move. And people say that, well, some people can't afford to move. Well, guess what? If you can't afford to move anyways. Because wherever you move to, guess what? You still can't afford to move. You still can't afford to live there. But at least you won't have to worry about wearing a concealed weapon. How about that? I mean, it's really not hard to move. It really isn't. I mean, if you have a house, you can sell it. I guarantee you, whatever you sell your house for, you can probably buy a new house. And if you have to rent's going to be high if you move up north. Because you know what's up north? Safety. We guarantee safety and, a place where you can raise your kids to be decent human beings without restrictions on education. And that does come with a cost, because that stuff costs money. So do it. I mean, I'm from Michigan. And if you're at all worried about your life, worried about where life is going, move to Michigan. We got our crazies, but your kids will be happy, and they will be secure, and they will get a good education if they want it. If they don't want it, then power to them. Whatever. It's going to be a short podcast. I was planning to go on another show tonight, but things aren't working out there, so I'm just saying, guys, come on. This is simple stuff. And up north, and if you're from the south, we welcome you. We want you. We want your minds. We want your labor. We want everything you have to provide. If you have awesome kids, bring them up here. We want your awesome kids. We want your awesome kids to mingle with our kids. We need diversity. And that's the thing the North doesn't have. We just do not have it. And the South, they don't respect it, and they don't deserve it. So let them be down there with them racist selves. They don't need it. And if they want to say they're not racist, that's fine. But people they know who they are. They can see it. And our markets, our Walmarts, our grocery stores are always full of food. Full of food, full of resources. We don't have the same problems. I don't know, maybe the news down there shows we do, but we don't. I mean, we've never been short on anything. So come on up, buy a house, get a rental. Basically, you should buy a house, though. That's my biggest thing. And you'll succeed. Even if you don't succeed, it's 10 times better than living down there with those racist bastards that tell you how to educate your children. Because in Michigan, we don't have restrictions. Your children will learn to the full extent of education. They will learn every single thing about history. Every single fucking thing. Bad or good. And that's it. So, okay. I don't know. I don't even know where I was going with all this, but I'm ending it at that. And I'm going to say, if anybody wants to ever join in on one of these, it can be done. It can happen. I don't have the best technology. It'll have to be like Zoom. It don't have to be video. It can just be audio. But if I'm wrong, then prove me wrong. Prove me how the South, with all their fucked up way of thinking, is better than the North's way of thinking. Because we don't have restrictions. We're not saying you can't learn shit up here. We're not saying CRT is bad. We're not saying nothing. You come here, it's fully whatever you want to learn. Whatever. I mean, work does suck. I mean, we don't have factories up here. We don't have pollution up here. We don't have all these shit jobs that destroy the world. So, I mean, learn how to use a hammer. You'll be a millionaire. Paintbrush. You just be a contractor in the North. You will own the North. I guarantee you. No one even cares what race you are up here if you are a contractor. If you can do a job and do it well, you will destroy the area you live in. And that's it. I mean, we are the land of opportunity. Do what you want. Come up here. Survive. You've watched any movie you watch, any disaster movie, guess who survives? The North. Because nobody goes up north in a disaster. We got the cold figured out. We got warmth figured out. We got floods figured out. We are on our game. We know how to do this stuff. Pollution. You know, the stuff going in Ohio. I mean, they fucked themselves. Michigan border above. That's where you want to move. Because nothing touches us. We are immune to all the crazy bastards in the world. When it came to COVID, I mean, it took a year and a half for COVID to finally kick in. And I'm pretty sure that's because some from the South visited up north. So, I mean, why stay down there? You want to stay down there because it's warm, but, I mean, at what cost? At your kids feeling like they're less of a human being and not getting a good education and your jobs suck? I don't know. I mean, move on up, guys. We're a lot of white up here. I mean, I'm not going to lie. We're a lot of white. But guess what? This lot of white, they don't care what color you are. They really don't. And if they do, they hide it. So, you'll never know. So, just come up here, enjoy life. Because that's where we're at. Anyways, Rob, talking at you. And that's exactly what I did, because obviously nobody joined me tonight. And I'll do a little bit of editing, but I'm gonna leave this as is. So I'm just saying, kids in mind, move north. All right, I'm out. Check me out. I got TikTok. It's useless. It's Rob. I don't even know what the hell it's fucking. It's called Talking at You. You can look it up on TikTok. There's not much there. Facebook, same thing. Talking at You. Just look up Talking at You. You might have to type in the actual web, the site, and my name, whatever. But it's there. And if you email me, it's rob.talkatyu. No. Yeah, talkatyu @gmail.com. And then if you have an episode idea or if you want to be on the show, I mean, I'm all for that. I mean, we'll figure out whatever technologies we got. We'll make it happen. So we can do that. Facebook Live, TikTok. I got TikTok Live on the Talking at You. So we can do that. What else we got? I mean, I'm on all of them. I think the only thing I'm not on is LinkedIn, which I don't know. I'm getting there. Whatever. I mean, who the hell knows what that even is? Anyways, so get in there. And if you think I'm a dumbass and you want to say something, say something. Go on Apple, leave your comments. You know, I might be a dumbass, but I'm a dumbass that's going to run for president someday. And I will. So, anyways, check it out. Talking at You, Rob Hall, whatever. But give it a whirl and see where it goes. All right, love you guys. All right, bye.